What's up, YouTube? We are back at it. Part two of the National Quad Build 3.0 is happening right now. We brought the camper home, guys. What do you think? She finally is home from storage. It's freaking cold out. It's like 22, freaking freezing. Thank God we got heat in the garage because it is chilly. So today we are going to work on the A-arms. You saw in the last video we got these all ready to go, so we're gonna get these on the quad. We got our pressed stem flag in, if I can find it. It's somewhere on this table. Oh, right here. So we got the pressed stem flag in. Huge thanks to Matt Pierce for taking care of that. See it, guys? So that's gonna go right in there. We can pop that in. We got a couple little bits to put on the engine. We got that 38 Motorsport speed sensor block off. That guy goes right there. We got our neutral wire, which goes down there. Maybe if we have time, we can start the Gland Innovations case saver. Maybe we'll keep that in a separate video though, but we'll see. We got our throttle body. Huge thanks to B&R. All serviced and clean. Board throttle body. You guys can see it. So we could maybe put this in, but I think what we'll just do first is work on the front end, because what we can also do, guys, is we can put on the shocks. We have the shocks right there, custom Fox springers. Another huge thanks to B&R. We have our LSR spindles. So I think that'll be today's goal for part two. We'll work on the front end. We'll see what we have for time, and if we want to add a little more to this video, then maybe we'll work on the throttle body, but we'll do these little bits and the front end. So that's today's mission. Let's go. Alright guys, so we'll take the stem out. I did put a little grease inside there, you can see it. It's always good just to grease up all these parts. If you got to take this apart later on, it should come out easy. So we'll lift up the stem. We should be able to slide this piece right in place, like so. And this is keyed, so you got to make sure you have the bar straight, and then have this straight into the frame, and then you should be able to drop it down. May have to give it a couple taps. Actually, it's close. Let's see. Yeah, it should be. Oh, there we go. All right, so I'm just going to tap it down into the stem. I think that is in. That looks good. We can put the nut on. We'll put that on. If I can find it. I got stuff freaking everywhere. Oh, I think it's over here. Where is it? I don't even know. Oh, I got it. Right here. So you got your locking nut right here and the washer. We'll get the correct size socket right there. Let's try to slide this up there and get it started by hand. Alright, we got started by hand. We'll go and get it a little more with the socket. Alright, now we'll have to crank it. Give it a whack with the old impact gun. That should be good. Now, normally you can fit I think we got just enough room to put our cotter pin. This This may be tough to see, but we have a tiny cotter pin. This should be able to slide in right down here. All right, we actually put a little thinner washer in there, and that clip fits in there perfectly. So we'll just open that up, and this thing is good to freaking go. All right, that pin is in there. The stem is secure. Now we'll work on securing the top clamp. All right, we will tighten up the OMI greasable stem clamp, the top clamp. Just make sure when you're doing this, this has the little rubber O-rings that go around. Make sure those are in the little guide on the stem. Looks like I got one that's falling out, so we'll fix that quick. Oh, there we go. All right, so now we can tighten it up. Make sure the bottom one is good. Yep, the bottom one looks good. We'll give this thing a tighten. Then after this, we can tighten up our stabilizer, the stabilizer stem clamp, and that'll be it for this. Oh, that's nice. All right, so now we'll just do the stem clamp, tighten that up. All right, tightening up the stem clamp on the precision stabilizer. We'll snug it up first, and then we'll make sure our bars are straight. And once we get these tight, we have the little set screw in the middle. We'll give that a tighten. All right, that's pretty good. Kind of want to just tighten this clamp evenly, make sure it's evenly spaced on both sides, then you can tighten it up. That's pretty good. Bars look good. Stabilizer looks good. So now we'll tighten up that little center set screw with this Allen wrench. So this little set screw, you tighten it until it touches, and then you go a quarter turn more with that screw. That's what the directions say. They have all the torque specs on this clamp as well. If you want to follow that, it's like 10, I think it says 10 foot-pounds, something like that. Now, so you want to go about a quarter turn. So I'm going to go a little more, a little tiny more, right there. All right, now let's feel this now. Oh yeah, that feels nice. All right, so this stem, the clamp, the bottom clamp, stabilizer is finished. So now we're going to move on to the A-arms. Alright guys, we will start with the lowers. We greased up all our bolts. Make sure you guys do that. Grease these up. These are all brand new. Huge thanks to Waynesburg Yamaha. I got those bolts actually yesterday, along with a shiny new 2009, 2010 five rivet. Actually, this is like more than that. 2, 4, 6, 8 rivet clutch basket. These are the ones that do not fail. So this is a must-have for the Yamahas, guys. If you're running that 3 rivet style, get rid of it. Get one of these. Otherwise, you're gonna be in trouble. All right, so these shouldn't be too bad. We'll just slide them in. We'll give them a little tap because they're gonna be a little tight. We'll get them started. And then we can kind of actually. So we kind of got it in. Let's give them a little tap. Try to just tap it easy. There we go, even. Ooh, tight fit. And then once I get them in enough, I can get a screwdriver and kind of pry them in place. Alright, that should be enough where I can get. I'll do this one more. I may be able to grab it with a screwdriver. One, the washer on there, and a nut. Try to get this one. There we go. Alright, do the nut, the washer and the nut. That side's good. Tight fit, tight fit. Sometimes I'll grind the insides of these down, just take the power cord off, because that does add a little thickness to these, so, but they're in there. Alright, let's do the other side now. Alright, let's see if this one goes a little smoother. I'll definitely drop it in from the top like the other one. Give it a couple of taps. Oh, it's kind of going. Oh, that one's going. Alright, give it some taps, tappy taps. Oh yeah, it's going. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Come on. There we go. It definitely went smoother. So these are the Hauser XC long travel A-arms meant for the LSR spindles. If you guys are wondering, that's what I run. And Hauser has been kind enough to hook you guys up if you want to use my discount code. If you want to get a set of these awesome A-arms or any other products that they carry, you can use my code ON1WHEEL7 at checkout and save 10%. So a huge thank you to the guys at Hauser Racing for letting me share that with you guys. I will make sure I leave that in the description and everything for you guys. And I'll post it throughout this video so you guys can get some badass A-arms. Or a sweet steering stem. Hauser also sells the little adapter plate for the precision stabilizer, which is nice. You guys can get one of those. Oh, that went much easier than the other side. They sell linkages. They have a lot of stuff on their website. You guys check it out. Get some good products. Alright. We will do the uppers. And then we'll get the spindles on. And then we will get the shocks on. First thing we got to do, guys, is just tighten up our caster bracket. That's a 14 millimeter. Tighten that up both sides. The other side. We will grease up this bolt. Get our first upper. These should slide in easily because this actually tightens up from this front on the little bracket for the caster corrector bracket. This will just pull in, so these go in pretty easy. Get our bolt in there. Wipe off our extra grease. Now we just may have to line this up just so it catches. Oh, I think I got it right there. We'll just snug this up. For now, we'll tighten everything after we get everything on. Alright, let's go to the other side. Alright guys, so with the new insert for the upper A-arms, you guys can see how this thing is thin on the other side. This thing actually goes on an angle, so you want to make sure when you have this in the quad, you have the thicker part facing up. That will give you the correct angle to go into the caster bracket on the other end. So you can slide that in, make sure that thicker part is up. We take our A-arm, slide that in. Like so. This one's a little tighter. That should be close. Should be close. We can at least get this started to hold it, and then we'll work the other side in. This side just has to come up. There we go. We got it, boys. We got it. All right, we'll snug those up after. Tighten up, I should say. All right, we will work on the spindles next. All right, guys. So we just got to pop on the caliper brackets for these spindles. Pretty simple. They include some red Loctite, so you want to put some of that on all 4 of these bolts, and then you can tighten them up. Doesn't say any kind of torque specs on these in the directions, so we'll just we'll hit them with the impact gun. They should be fine. I've always done these before with no issue. Alright, that should be good. So it pretty much just goes like that. Number 6 Allen is what we'll put these in. There's one. Alright, time to get these on the quad now. Alright guys, first thing we're going to have to do is get our upper ball joints in place. The lowers are already all set. So we'll just pop these on loosely for now. They don't have to be, they'll be tightened up later. Once we get the front end, you know, we get the hubs on, calipers on, all that stuff. We'll tighten these up after. So they do have this, this will be your caster adjustment. I believe for XC, they recommend -3, so that means you're going to roll this back. You're going to roll it back. This will be like that. No, that's like that. So you'll roll it back to -3. So it'll actually be like that. So like that. That rolls the ball joint back more, and it makes it better for steering. If you roll it forward, so I think for MX you roll it forward, and that makes it more stable in high speed situations. But for XC they recommend rolling it back. But obviously you can mess with this setting if you find it better for you in a different adjustment, then that's fine. I'm just telling you what they recommend. That's what I've always ran. It seems good. And just tighten these up snug so they don't move around. Okay, so that's good. We're gonna have to find some. I like to use actual locking nuts. I won't use these. The bottom has them already. You can see the lock nut, which I like these better. So I need to find 2 more of those. Alright, so we'll go put the other one on, get this one on. Remember guys, 10% off, Hauser Racing. Discount code on1wheel7. Check out that website. Be sure and tell them that I sent you. And if you're interested in getting some Hauser parts, you guys can save 10%, which is pretty cool of them. So, a big thanks to Hauser Racing for letting me do that for you guys. Alright. We'll start with this one since we're right here. I'm not going to tighten these up yet, guys. I want to try to find, I'll look for those after. I don't know if I have any. Alright, so there's one. Starting to look like something, guys. What do you think? It's starting to look like a quad. We're going to get the shocks next. And get this table out of the way. And then these things will be done. Get all this stuff. Alright, you guys ready for this? B&R Motorsports Custom Box Springers. You guys seen these before. Been running these for the last 2 years. This will be my 3rd year on these. These shocks are freaking awesome. Got some shock covers, which are cool. B&R Motorsports shock covers. Nice. And ready? 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 Woo! Check these out, guys. These things are sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Look at these things. Sweet. I want to say they are 20 inches eye to eye. Pretty much that's what, I'm pretty sure that's what the Hauser A-arms recommend. These are sweet. So let's get these on the quad. Alright, we greased up the bolts. You guys can see, greased up the bolts. We got them ready, right there. There's one washer and a lock nut. That one slid right in. Washer and a lock nut, and then we will get the bottom bolts in place. Alright, let's get these bolted up. Get the bolt started, grease it up. Make sure you grease it up, guys. Make sure your eye, the bottom eye is aligned. the hole. There's one. See, greased up. Okay, got started. There's two. All right, we will get our nuts in place. We're just going to start them, and then we'll tighten this stuff up after. All right, so there's one. And I got some nice plugs for these A-arm holes in the front, which helps protect them from rocks getting dinged up and stuff from LS4. Another one of their pretty cool products. You guys check them out. I'll show you those quick. If I can find them, because stuff is everywhere. So it's actually Brat Motorworks, Sean Newhouse, but he owns LS4 now too. So check these out, guys. So these, once these are tightened up, we will put these right in here. They just stay in with the rubber. It'll keep rocks from denting these and, you know, pushing these in. So these are a nice, cheap, inexpensive mod. I recommend getting some. All right, guys. Next up, we're gonna do the tie rods. All right, we got our tie rods and our tie rod ends. We can screw these all in. Keep in mind you have one right hand thread and one left hand thread, so it's just a matter of figuring out which, oh there we go, which one goes where. Put these all the way in for now, then once we get a little further along on the quad, we'll do our alignment and our stuff like that, get everything set. Alright guys, we got this tie rod that was definitely a pain. What I did is I locked it into the vise with this old tie rod and I just, you know, threaded it in with a wrench. So we got these on, got those on, so let's get them on the quad. Alright guys, we will get, see, yeah, you can see that. Get these tie rods in quick. We're not going to tighten these up, we're just going to put them in loosely. We'll go back maybe later on. Tighten up everything in one shot. Now I put lock nuts on these as well. I don't use the cotter pins. I've been using these for years. They work really good. Never really have one get loose on me. So we just keep these on here so that turn this handlebar the other way. She is starting to look like something, people. Starting to look like something. Hoping to have the rest of the powder coated parts maybe by the end of this coming week. Today is Sunday. Really haven't been doing much during the week in here, just have been super busy at work. And by the time I get home, I'm just usually wiped out and usually don't come in here. But maybe this week we'll try to spend a little more time here. We should have, like I said, the rest of our powder coated parts soon, which will be sweet. We're waiting on parts obviously for this and the practice quad, so it'll be nice to get all that. All right, so that's that. All right guys, that's gonna be a wrap for today. This video should be right around that 30-minute mark, maybe slightly over. So I'm not gonna do anything else in this video. We'll do a part 3. This is gonna be a bunch of parts, guys, so hopefully you guys are good with that, with the real-time deal. So front end is done. We just need to tighten everything up, which I probably won't video that. You guys don't need to see that. We'll tighten everything up quickly. And then I think what we'll work on next for part 3, we'll probably do the Gland Innovations case saver. We'll get the throttle body on there. We can put these little bits on there, the speed sensor block off, the neutral wire, and that's probably it. Maybe we'll do the hubs. We do need to push bearings in those, so maybe we'll do that. That would probably make a pretty good video. We'll do the hubs. I'll just show you one hub with the bearings, and then we'll get those on there. And then maybe we can get our front brake calipers on there, get all that stuff kind of done. So that'll probably be the plan for that. We can also maybe work on getting our little plastic pieces, the dash, the rectifier, this plastic piece with the coil and all that stuff. Maybe we can get that stuff on there. Now we can actually work on the radiator as well, so that could be something in the next part. But like I said, that's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed part 2. But now it's effectively over. If you guys could give me a thumbs up on this video, I'd appreciate it. That helps out the channel a lot. Drop some comments, guys. I love reading through the comments. You know, I always answer everybody's comments, so let me know what you think so far. And if you're not yet, please consider subscribing. We need to grow, get this channel up there, guys, so help me out. And thanks for watching as always, guys. We'll see you on the next one. All right, peace.